Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly forecast for July 27th through August 2nd. We're going to see what's happening the week ahead with this lovely little oracle deck here. And we are going to pull... Oh, I didn't have my microphone clipped on. Hopefully you guys have been hearing me all right. Let me get the microphone where it needs to be. And then we're going to pull a money affirmation from this deck here. So without further ado, my darlings, let's connect here and see what's going on for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead with our lovely little mermaid theme. Alrighty, my dears. So you all have these cards here. So the first card we have is Sanctuary. Alrighty, so it says here, privacy, inviolate personal space, respected boundaries, and taboos. Ooh, okay. So, sanctuary, my dear, sanctuary, sanctuary, sanctuary. That's a theme that comes up a lot in the weekly readings, especially right now in the time that we're in. A lot of people are learning how to do what we call going within, to connect with yourself, to connect with your higher self, and to hear your messages, right? To know what to do. It's almost as though even when we're looking at this card and there's this mermaid here and she's in this bathtub, she's got her hand on her heart. It's almost like she's listening, she's hearing something, and it's like resonating in her heart, like she's feeling it in her spirit. So a lot of you that have been trying to find the answers to certain situations that you're facing, or you're trying to get clear about what the right next step is going to be for you to do, or if you have been struggling at work, you know, maybe some of you have had a situation where you've been written up or you've been warned that you're falling behind or they're not happy with the way that you're performing, or if you're just really frazzled and trying to catch up in life, whatever that might mean for you. You're going to be benefited by creating a sense of sanctuary for yourself, okay? And so this means time in which you're not going to be interrupted, time in which you're not going to have anybody bothering you. So you might have to set limits with others. You might have to turn your phone off. You know, you might have to, you know, get away if possible. But if you can create a sense of sanctuary in your current space and just have a little space that's carved out for you, it's your time, this is going to help you rest. This is going to help you be still, to be in the moment. A lot of the times when we get aggravated or we get anxious, what do we want to do? We want to keep busy, right? Oh, let me find something to do. Let me be positive. Let me shake off this energy. And that is absolutely something we do to incorporate in our life. But equally important is to create time for stillness, to be able to hear yourself, to be able to rest and enjoy having your space, your little safe space where you can pray and meditate and connect with your angels and guides. Now it also says taboos here on this card. So some of you maybe are going within to kind of visit your shadow, or the things that maybe you haven't been allowed to talk about, or things that you want to understand why you feel a certain way, right? Or maybe you were exposed to certain taboos and you're processing that and healing from that and wanting to find a way in which you're going to be able to express it or tell your truth about the experience. I think there's a lot of people who might even be having a lot of memories from the past resurfacing, a lot of Sagittarius anyway. And so being in your sanctuary is going to help you release a lot of the things that you're remembering, things that maybe you're saying, that actually wasn't a healthy situation, or, you know, that maybe was not the most normal upbringing, or whatever it might be. But you're creating a sense of safety for yourself now and reminding yourself that you are safe in this moment. Your next card here, Sagittarius, is the Selkie and her skin. And so it says reclaiming your authenticity. So by being in your sanctuary, being in your stillness, you're taking back your power and you're understanding who you are, you know, who you are, what you want, what you like, and being in your truth. Now, this next message might be a little heavy or a little intense, Sagittarius, but it's coming to me, so I have to say it. That's the rule. The little seals are really jumping out at me, right? And we talked about reclaiming authenticity, and here it's even talking about the Selkie and her skin. The Sanctuary card is really tying in with this card for me, in that seals are very playful animals. They're pretty harmless, right? We don't hear a lot about seals attacking humans or being, you know, considered dangerous animals. And very, you know, unprovoked attacks happen on them. I think now things are better at this time, but there's still a market in which seals are hunted for their pelts, for their skin, right? Something about them, just the way that they are, has made them in danger, right? So I feel with the Sanctuary card coming up before this card, Sagittarius, a lot of you maybe in the past, growing up, it wasn't safe for you to shine. It wasn't safe for you to be comfortable in your skin and to be who you are. Okay, and so maybe you learned at a really young age, oh wow, it's better for me to lay low, it's safer for me to kind of hide. And now you're allowing yourself to be seen, you're allowing your colors to be seen, you're allowing yourself to shine, you know, you're showing the world your figurative skin, and it can attract attention your way. And some of you might even find that this is actually happening, right? Like maybe a coworker is saying something to you, or a family member, or maybe you're getting catcalled, or somebody's making a rude remark, or whatever it might be. And you're like, oh gosh, maybe I should go back into my shell again. Maybe I should go back into hiding again. But I think I keep calling you guys Sanctuary. I think Sagittarius, the theme so far that I'm feeling is, this is a time in which you guys are, I think you've already embraced yourself, like you know who you are, but it's like the thing of feeling safe to come out, the feeling safe to be seen, and creating that sanctuary, like in the first card, is going to be very helpful for you. To remind yourself and to create that sense of safety for yourself. The next card here, my dears, is Time and Tide, and it says oceanic spells and rituals. So some of you might be feeling very drawn to the ocean. Some of you might be finding a lot of healing in connecting with water or bodies of water, maybe natural bodies of water. Maybe you're wanting to go down to the beach and, you know, spend some time there near the waves. But overall, here we have the words here of spells and rituals. And so, you know, I know that spells and rituals can be something that a lot of people are fearful of, because we hear spell or we hear ritual, and for some people it can sound scary or dark. But really, it's not a scary or dark thing. It's just a way in which someone is setting an intention, right? And so these words have connotations to them now. Like people hear these words and their mind goes to a very, you know, scary place sometimes. So if you don't want to call it a spell or a ritual, you don't have to, but maybe think of it as your spiritual practice. What are some things that you can do to help you set the intention of you being safe to be who you are, and you coming out of hiding, and you releasing the past, and you feeling connected with your angels and guides, you know? So I would just say your routine is going to be very, very important here to create some kind of intention setting. You know, it could be as simple as, you know, lighting a certain colored candle and saying a prayer or meditating. I do also want to caution you guys who are feeling gravitated towards spells or rituals. I know a lot of people, there seems to be a really big resurfacing of people, you know, feeling called back to the old ways of worship or the old ways of doing things like the Wiccan and Celtic and shaman. And so my advice to you, if you are picking up, you know, like if you are picking up a book of spells or something, or rituals, you know, as you can, as you're feeling more comfortable, do take ways to take those things and make them your own. Put your own spin on it, because that makes it more powerful than just kind of memorizing something and saying, oh, okay, well, I'm going to do this because this is supposed to protect me or bring me luck or make me successful. You know, is there something that you can add in or something you want to switch out that maybe helps you set the connotation of safety? For example, if you are doing something that's requiring certain colors, if there's a color that you associate with something more, then go ahead and use that or do that. Okay, like I associate the color green with healing. Other people might think, oh, that doesn't sound like a healing color to me. I think of pink as healing, or whatever it might be, right? So take a way to set the intention and make it your own. Okay, I really like too, it's jumping out at me the way she's kind of like, you know, she took her finger and she drew that heart in the sand. You know, maybe some of you are drawing something or writing something and putting it away in a safe place or putting it up somewhere where you can see it. You know, that's helping you get through challenging times, or helping keep you on track, or helping you keep your focus on track. Your next card here, Sagittarius, is the magic of the Kohellan Druid. Caution, secrecy, and wary. Right? So I think, Sagittarius, this is a week in which you are finding balance in being seen and not hiding, and being in your authenticity, but also maintaining a sense of caution. Like, you know, how can you keep yourself safe? How can you feel protected? How can you make sure you're taking certain measures to, you know, keep yourself protected? I also feel like a lot of it too for you guys is going to be as you are stepping into your authenticity and making plans for the future. You're coming into this energy where you're not going to be very quick to tell everybody your plans or your ideas. I think you've kind of learned that there's a lot of negative Nancys out there, or negative Neds, or whatever you want to call them. You know, they might be coming in with a lot of criticism, or they might not, you know, understand why you're thinking the way that you're thinking. So I also feel there's a sense here in this card for you guys, Sagittarius, where you're being more cautious of what you share. You're keeping your dreams and your ideas kind of, you know, close to the chest for now. You're not revealing them to everybody, and that could be a very wise thing. So we're going to see what your affirmation is here for abundance or for finances. And again, Sagittarius, I encourage you to watch your moon, sun, and rising sign videos. Some weeks those may resonate with you more than others. They might add a little extra information. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to click on the Calendly link in the description of the video, you can schedule a private reading with me there. All right, so first let's look at the picture. So you have affluence, right? Affluence. Affluence is a fancy word for wealth. Not just wealth, but like having a certain station, having a certain status, you know, you know, I kind of think of people who have affluence, that they actually also have a way in which they're able to help or make the world better. They have resources that they can use to bring about positive change. So think about what affluence means to you. The affirmation here is, I choose to be debt-free and to live an affluent and healthy life. Beautiful, beautiful affirmation here. This could be one of the things that you write down. We talked about writing something down and putting it where you can see it. And honeys, darlings, you can add to it whatever you wish. You want to throw something in there, by all means, take it and make it your own. Okay? I have found it's very helpful to say affirmations out loud the very first thing in the morning as soon as you wake up, and the very last thing at night right before you go to sleep, because it helps plant that little mental seed in your brain so that the thought can be more automatic for you, so that you're not having to work as hard to remind yourself of it. You're just automatically thinking it. So if you want to add anything in there, feel free to add anything in there, my dears. Don't forget to check out the daily messages on Instagram and Facebook. Every single day I post a daily message. And I am also doing monthly giveaways, giving away a free reading every month. So that's going to be through the social media as well. And don't forget to check out your channel, the angel messages for July, and your love messages for July. Those are linked in the description. August videos should be up soon, so keep an eye out for those. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I'm wishing you all a wonderful week. Take care, my dears.